Okay, so you've done it, you have poured weeks, maybe even months into your design. The logic is tight, the visuals are slick, and your prototype, it's just brilliant. But now, you've got to present it. And this is the moment, right? This is where even the most incredible ideas can just fizzle out. So how do you make sure your hard work actually gets the credit it deserves? Let's dive in.
First, let's talk about something I think we've all experienced, maybe a little too often. Let's talk about the disastrous demo.
You know that feeling, don't you? Whether you're in the audience, or even worse, you're the one presenting. There's this nervous fumbling, a couple of wrong clicks, and you can literally feel the excitement draining out of the room. A fantastic concept is dying a slow, painful death right in front of everybody. It's awful. And it's a total domino effect, isn't it? It all starts with that awkward, unprepared clicking around. You know, the presenter saying, hang on, where did I put that button again? And that immediately leads to confused questions from the audience because they have no idea what's going on. And then the big one hits. You lose all your credibility. Just like that, your amazing design goes completely unnoticed and the core value of what you built, totally missed. And that's really the heart of the matter. Your work is so much better than that. It deserves a presentation that's just as thoughtful and well-designed as the prototype itself. So, how do we get there? Well, this brings us to the hero of our story, the demo flow. This is your secret weapon to make sure your design gets the spotlight it was always meant to have. So what is a demo flow, really? Just think of it like your script, or maybe your choreography. Instead of just clicking around hoping for the best, you are taking your audience on a perfectly planned journey. You're showing them exactly how a real user would move through your product, from the very first screen all the way to that aha moment when they complete a key task. It's about creating an experience, not just showing off features. And here's the key. The whole point is to make it feel completely natural. I know, it's a bit of a paradox, right? You're doing all this planning just so you can seem effortless. But that's exactly it. When you're not worried about what to click next, you can be smooth, confident, and make it feel like you're just showing a friend this amazing thing you made. The difference here is huge. A demo without a flow is like dropping your audience in a brand new city with no map and saying, good luck. They're going to get lost. But a demo with a flow, well, now you're the expert tour guide, showing them all the best sites and telling them the cool stories behind everything. It's a completely different experience. Now that we're clear on what a demo flow is, let's really dig into the power it has and why it can totally change the game for your presentations. I mean, just look at this. The contrast couldn't be more clear. Without a flow, things are confusing, you look unprepared, and your product's value gets buried. But with a flow, suddenly you're clear, you're confident, your credibility goes way up, and you're creating this seamless experience that shines a massive spotlight right on your product's value. And a good demo flow does so much more than just make you look good. It actively validates your design choices. By walking them through these intuitive interactions and showing off your clear visual hierarchy, you're not just telling them it's user-centered. You are proving it right there in real time. You're letting them feel it for themselves. And this is the ultimate point. A decent presentation can show that your design looks nice, but a great presentation, one that's powered by a solid demo flow, proves that it's also functionally strong. It's the difference between showing off a pretty picture and demonstrating a powerful working tool. All right, so I'm hoping you're on board by now, but the question is, how do you actually make one of these things? Let's get practical and break down the steps to crafting a demo that wins people over. It really comes down to 4 pretty simple steps. First, you pinpoint. What's the one thing that will really make your audience's jaws drop? Start there. Second, you showcase. Focus on the magic moments, those essential interactions that bring that key feature to life. Third, and this is crucial, you cut. Be ruthless. No one needs to see you log in 3 times. Cut anything that doesn't serve the main story. And finally, you plan your path. Map out every single click so there are absolutely no wrong turns or awkward pauses. See, your job here is to be a curator. A demo is not a training manual. It's a persuasive story. You have to edit your own work, cutting away everything that isn't absolutely essential to create a focused, powerful narrative that highlights the very best of what you've built. Okay, let's wrap all this up with one last really important idea. A great demo isn't just a technical walkthrough. It's you telling your prototype story. So let's just recap that story real quick. The problem? An unplanned demo can absolutely kill a great design. The solution? A demo flow, your planned, guided tour. And the result? You build huge credibility, and you prove without a doubt the real value of your work. It really is that simple. And so I'll leave you with this one final thought to chew on. A prototype that works is functional. That's the starting line. But is it persuasive? That's the real goal. A well-crafted demo flow is the bridge that takes you from just functional to truly persuasive. It turns all your hard work into a compelling story that can win over your audience. So make sure you're telling your story the right way.